It was a process, but it happened. And I don't even hardly use them no more. So it works. But nobody knows when I log off here, when I'm in my shower, in my closet at night. You don't know. Now understand, don't get me wrong. What you present to the public and what you say and how you do, that does give people an insight, and that does give them something to talk about, and that gives them reason and grounds to say something to you and about you. And all that what you do in private and what you do at night and your walk with God don't mean nothing to them when you present, because for the right, if your walk is where it needs to be or going in the direction that you need to be, and some things that you're just not going to do in public. You're just not going to show your natural black behind, white behind, green behind. You're not going to do that in public. But there are some things that we have to look at ourselves about, because if some people don't act a fool in public, we ain't never going to see ourselves. If some people don't confess it and say they did it and that they doing it and that they went through it, you're never going to know or see that you can come out and that is how they used to be, but this is where they are now. So don't take what I'm saying as if we don't know her prayer life, we don't know her walk with God, whatever, however. We do not. But we also know that if it is where it should be, there are some things that she's not going to do, that she's not going to say, that we're not going to do, that we're not going to say. But at the same time, we do need for somebody to act out, to speak out, to talk out, to do something that lets what I'm going through, what I'm feeling, get some type of validation, and also let me know that I'm not alone. So when we get on here and we talk about people and we start to try to say that there is no such thing as church hurt, and the people that I'm seeing that are saying there's no such thing as church hurt is the devout Christians knocking the doors down Monday, Wednesday, choir rehearsal, pastor training, leading the choir, know every song, armor bearers, every position in the deaconess, mother's corner. All of you, if y'all took all that mouth and formed a circle and went and interceded on people's behalf, watch him do it. Watch him do it. If you formed a circle with your mouth, first of all, keep your mouth off people. Literally and figuratively. Keep your mouth off people. Because we don't know what is happening, how it's happening, but I do know if you take all that mouth and you take all these fingers and take that come off that font and take that pencil and pen and paper, write the visions, write the prayers. Okay, because this exact your mouth. Power of death, power of life and death lies in the power of the tongue. Ain't that somewhere else in the Bible? Huh? Somewhere else in the Bible also say the tongue is an unruly member. It's full of deadly poison. Huh? I'm just asking. So I just came on here to say that I could very well and have very well been LeAndria Johnson. And I'm going to keep the sister lifted in prayer, because it doesn't matter what we do, how we come on here and talk about her. Right now, somebody looking to book her. Somebody done booked her. Right now. And we still sitting up here talking about how she hooped and hollered and cussed them folk out. But there is somebody right now who ready to book her. But I'm going to get on here and keep it real with y'all. For no bookings, for no money, you ain't going to do, but you will be to the concert. You will be to where she going to be sitting and talking at, because you need some more ammunition to talk about. You're going to pay your little funding. She don't got on here and told us how the church and the pastor stuff is a full-on business. Guess what? You still going to pay your tithe. You still going to pay your offering. You know why? Because you believe what you want to believe. You apply to your life what applies to your life. And what LeAndria Johnson, the pastor, me, or no one else can stop you or take that away from you, because you have learned and you know to take in your spirit what you need and rebuke what you don't. So, you know, I feel like I pieced it and I held it together pretty well on today. I'm glad that she did that, because I, in fact, was battling with how I was going to come on here and tell y'all, or if I was going to come on here and tell y'all what I have gone through and been through and the depths of how I came through without feeling any kind of way about it. This situation has actually helped me to be able to share with y'all. So, you know, when you get on, you looking at people and you judging them and you got so much to say, but you refuse to look at yourself. The only difference between what she did and what we doing is we don't have a platform. We don't have a CD. We don't have any and everybody inviting us to their functions. The only reason we care and know about what that lady and anybody else who is in a major platform does is because they got a platform, they're large and in charge, and that's how we found out their business. But us, me, little local, you know, salon over here, ain't nobody finding out about me. When I hoop and holler and cuss somebody out, ain't nobody gonna know about it unless I come on here and tell you. The other way you'll find out is if somebody recorded. But guess what? If they don't know my name, the recording ain't gonna do nothing but say, "Ooh, y'all look at that big lady over there in the yellow shirt. She is cussing these people out down to the Golden Corral." It might even go viral. But if they don't know my name, they still gonna call big lady in the yellow shirt that cussed some people out down to the Golden Corral. That's all I will be. The only difference between you and somebody's name and face that you see and hear everywhere is a decision that they made, an opportunity that they got to get their name and face in places that yours is not. But as we see, even with that, do you want your name and face everywhere? Do you want people seeing and doing everything that you do? Do you really want to be displayed like this? And do you want your one moment of having a fit to be tatted and attached to your name every time somebody see you? Do you really want it? You know, I got to rethink some things myself. But you know, y'all, I never want to be before you long. But I had to come on here and say that because it's not okay. It's not okay. It makes me see myself. Now, I never really showed out to that extent. But it doesn't matter how I showed out or what extent. That's how I looked. Is that how I, you know, what I want to be, what I want to represent? But I had to get here. So I say all that to say this. Look at yourself. Honestly, look at yourself. And don't nobody have to know you looking at you. See, that's part of our problem too. We won't even look at ourselves for real. We still look at ourselves waiting to think about what somebody else going to say and see. No, none of that. So I'm going to just, you know, run that back. We have everybody who came up, whether you want to admit it or not, if you came up in the church, the building, especially that, now I can't talk about none of them other people. Now I heard about them Catholics and stuff messing with people, little boys and this and that, but that wasn't my situation. I ain't never had no 10-minute church, so I can't talk about that. But these letters, you know, and let's talk about these letters. These people around here talking about the LG, ABC, DEFG, XYZ, but we got the COGIC, the CCC, the Macy's. We got a lot of letters going on in this Christian portion as well. Now, come on now. It's like everybody got their own little gang. And when you're not doing what it is I asked you to do, or you're not representing these letters like I need you to represent them, now you banned, I meant what I said. All this typing and putting your mouth on the people, take them same mouth, remix them words and pray for these people. Take them same fingers that you on this keyboard with and that same thumb that you on this texting with and put pen and pencil to paper. Write your visions out. Write prayers out. Write these people's names down and offer them up to the Lord. Write down what you no longer want to do and no longer want to be and no longer want to have attached to your life and your name. Pray about that and burn that and never be that anymore. You see what I'm saying? We got some stuff to do our own self. Our own self. And I'm talking what I know, because like I said earlier, I came up. I seen some things, I heard some things that I didn't even know I knew and understood until I became grown. And I'm being for real. Oh, that's why sister such and such was real sick all the time. She was having abortions, being paid for by the pastor. Oh, that's why didn't want. Now, like I said, this ain't all stuff that happened to me. This is stuff that I've seen, known, and heard about. Let's do it like that. Oh, you know, every so often this lady come walking up to the church. She walked all the way to the front with a real tight dress on. And she sat right in front of the pastor and got her legs open. And then I observed the mother from the mother's corner write a note and send it through the usher to give to her. I heard on the note it said, "You need to leave." But I heard she wrote back to the pastor's wife and said, "Oh, I'm good enough to be his first lady in the bedroom, but I ain't good enough to show my face down here to the church." Let's be for real. Because in order to break things and do things different and have stuff be different, you got to confess that thing. Just like you got to confess your sin. You got to confess that it happened. You got to acknowledge that it happened. And then you got to move forward from there. I know it's some other steps, but guess what? I ain't never been in no program. Hear me? So I don't know all 12. But I got a couple that'll get you on the right way. Get you on the path. Gather yourself, govern yourself accordingly, and operate in the excellence that you want for yourself. What that lady do, what I do, what you do, don't make none of each other poop. So you find what works for you in your life. You apply that, you operate in that, and you move forward from there. So I'm going to go ahead and end this because I feel like I done been before you way too long. But I'm getting ready to start coming on here. Now, what's not going to happen is my presentation is not going to change. Because when I get on here and talk to y'all, I don't got all that written down and, oh, let me get my Bible verses and let me get my notes from out of my iPad. I don't do that. Because that's not, first of all, my life ain't scripted. The things that happened to me was not page by page. So when I get ready to come on here and talk to y'all, I just open my mouth and I just let it go. And I'm getting ready to start coming on here revealing some things to you. They're going to be serious, but they're probably going to be funny. But that doesn't have anything to do with me. That's just how it flows. But I'm going to let y'all know because obviously people are in denial. They're in an uproar. But I'm going to come on here and I'm going to tell y'all about me. Is some of it going to be unbelievable? I can't believe that was her and that's how she was, but that's going to be the point. Deliverance, if you want to connect it to that, coming out, coming through, getting better, no longer there, whatever you want to put on it, you will be able to see where I am now and where I came from and that it can happen and that it can be. So I'm about to get off here because I really need to pray because I'm really having a moment. But I appreciate y'all for listening to me. You know, I never want to be before you long. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here now. If you want to comment, that's fine. Because I can stand correction. Because sometimes that's where we go wrong at. We just want to leave it alone. No, I can be corrected. And I be for real when I tell y'all, when I stole part of a scripture, I did something, I have heard it. Because guess what? Whether you believe it or not, the words are hidden in my heart. Even though I can't pinpoint where they are. So if you know, go ahead and put the scripture up there. Inbox me, put it on here. I will go read it. Because I am finding that some of the things that I learned and I knew and I read then, that's why the Bible is a living word, apply differently now. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I'm going to go ahead and pray. I need to get on to my shop. I actually stopped in the middle of nowhere because I didn't really know what was going to be said today. And I wanted to just hit the atmosphere and be gone. I ain't wanted it at my house. I ain't wanted it at my shop. I ain't want to know where I was going to be. I wanted to just get in the atmosphere, go back to the pits of hell where it came from, hop in the heaven, wherever it need to go. And that's it. So, all right. I will talk to y'all later. Yeah, I'm going to talk to y'all later. All right. Bye.